of summer, I think we can all agree that this heat has worn out its welcome. But instead of wishing this season away, I'm using it to bring some peace and calm into my home. In today's video, I'm sharing some ideas for late summer homemaking and a lesson in motherhood. The first thing I'm going to do is a little home reset. I'm going to clear out all my summer decorations. Yes, I still have those patriotic decorations up from the 4th of July, and to tell you the truth, I've really enjoyed them this summer, but it is time for them to go. One reason that I left them up so long is because I really wasn't sure how to decorate next, but I've come up with the idea to look through my stash for some all-white dishes. Now that we're in August, I'm ready for a change. I'm going to be taking down all my patriotic decor except for the flag, and I think I'm going to try and switch it out with white plates and platters. I just need to check my stash and see what I have. Happy with the way the mantle turned out. It's just so simple and clean, and really this is just a placeholder until I'm ready to decorate for fall. The second thing I'm going to do is switch out my candles. Now I'm not quite ready for fall candles yet, but I am ready for a different scent. I have this one candle that I call my pre-fall candle, and it smells like a cozy cinnamon kitchen. This candle is Mama's Kitchen, and it's from the Antique Candle Company, and I burn it every August. And I've been a homemaker for over 25 years. On this channel, I share homemaking ideas and lessons I've learned in motherhood. I'm going to take you back in time to a little shopping adventure that I had with my daughter Maggie. We were looking for some more candle holders or a candle riser for my fall candles. Me and my daughter Maggie. One day a week she gets off early, and a lot of those times we'll end up hanging out together. Isn't it just so neat how your daughter can turn into your best friend? Not only have I become a trusted advisor to her, but it's funny, she's also become that for me. I was thinking about one thing that she truly helps me with, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. And that's technology. Gen Z, they were just born into it, and she is my tech girl. And I'm going to share with you her main advice for dealing with technology. She says, "Mama, just turn it off and restart it." And you know, the majority of the time, that fixes everything. Tell me down in the comments if your best friend is your mom or your daughter. We're going to run into Home Goods real quick. I wanted to look for some new candle holders for my fall candles. Looks like we're about to get another August storm. Hopefully it'll hold off until we get home. Well, we didn't find any candle holders when we were at Home Goods, and I thought that was kind of weird. Anyway, it looks like we're about to get a storm, so we're gonna head home. Being a homemaker isn't just the things that are seen. It's also the unseen ways that we use our homemaking to love and support our families. Being a parent doesn't stop being challenging just because our kids are young adults. I remember when they were young, I would think the most challenging part of being a parent was their schoolyard troubles. But that doesn't stop just because they grow up. Now they're young adults with jobs, and sometimes they deal with challenging situations and challenging people. And I think it's always going to hurt us when we see our kids hurting and going through difficult situations. One thing that I really like to do is to use my homemaking skills to create a home and an environment where they feel safe and loved and peace. Both kids had been requesting an apple pie recently, and I don't have any experience on making a homemade apple pie, but I do know how to make cobbler. So I decided to make my first ever apple cobbler as a way to bring comfort to my family. Being a parent to older kids is about 90% listening and 10% advising. They don't want us to fix their problems. What they really want is just a listening ear. And a lot of times, just by them talking it out, they will figure out on their own what they need to do. And I think that's part of being a good parent, is to let our kids fix their own problems and to remember that God loves them even more than we do, and He's walking beside them through every trial and every struggle. I wanted to share Hebrews 11:1 with you. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. We have to have faith that our kids are going to get through those hard times, that God is with them every step of the way, and they will come out on the other side even stronger. And that reminds me of how God makes diamonds. He takes an ordinary rock and puts it through tremendous pressure and strain. When He's done with it, it is a beautiful, shining, strong, unique diamond. And I remind my kids of that yes, you're going through a hard time right now. You've got a lot of things coming at you and you're under a lot of pressure. But when you get on the other side of this, you're going to be a beautiful diamond. And one thing that makes that even a little bit more special for our family is that both of my kids have the diamond as their birthstone. I also wanted to share with you Proverbs 16:24. Pleasant words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Our kids don't always need our advice on how to deal with their problems. We all know what it's like, and we've all been there. Those struggles at work or school or with friends, and sometimes what you really want is just a kind word and a hug. And I think the best place for that to come from is from Mama. It's late in the summer and my flower bed is still hanging on. To be honest, it's looking a little bit rough, but I'm doing everything I can to keep my flowers blooming for now and so that I can enjoy bouquets as long as possible. I'm trying to make as many bouquets as I can because the zinnias are starting to look kind of rough. And this time of year they always get these little black spots on them, and I know that it's almost time to say goodbye. A daily coffee is a little ritual that brightens my day, and for me that's usually a cold brew coffee in the afternoon. Maggie and I decided to try a new syrup recipe. Maggie and I are getting ready to make a salted honey vanilla simple syrup. We've been wanting to make a late summer, early fall coffee drink. Our simple syrup is done, and now we're going to put it in this glass jar. I got these cute little glass jars on Amazon, and they're just perfect for syrups and creamers. It's probably not going to fill it up completely because we only made a half recipe of the simple syrup since it was just the two of us. The truth, we didn't really care for the honey in this recipe, and we both thought if we were to try this one again, we would switch the honey to maple syrup. And that's how I've been bringing a little piece into my home at the end of summer. I would love to hear your ideas for late summer homemaking, so share them below in the comments. If you have a prayer request for me, please tell me down in the comments. I would love to pray for you. And until next time, happy homemaking.